I woke up this morning all excited to check out the Hell Let Loose Update 15 trailer, but this is what I witnessed.
Keep moving! We've taken a German opening!
So I was going to go through this trailer and address everything wrong with it, but I think this one scene is the best encapsulation of the trailer as a whole. I mean, I don't even think I need to say anything. I could not believe what I was seeing at this point in the trailer. It's just a mind-boggling lack of care, lack of pride about their product, and I can tell you with 100% certainty they'd have been so much better pulling out of the PC gaming show, and the fact that they didn't realise that has me very worried about how out of touch they are. But anyway, let's go through the rest of this trailer for a bit of fun, and if I've got some time at the end I might talk about some more serious points regarding Hell Let Loose.
Embark upon the great crusade towards which we have striven these many months.
So yeah, the script, the audio quality and the voice acting is pretty dreadful throughout this trailer. I saw a comment which said this must be AI generated, and it's definitely got that kind of feel to it, but I do just want to pause it right here because in case any of you guys are not aware, this is referencing a new game mode which is going to be released on the 18th of July, which is way too soon considering the issues they've had with the last update and the issues that the community are raising. I really hope they push that back and just start addressing some of the issues that we're all raising, but it's going to be a 25 player per side game mode with matches lasting around 30 minutes, and the objective will be for the US to try and assault Breckle Manor to blow up one of 4 gun emplacements. Moving on to historical accuracy, because this trailer isn't particularly accurate. Me personally, I'm not too bothered about historical accuracy in and of itself. I know a lot of the community are. What concerns me is under the hood when you start deviating away from historical accuracy, you're giving the impression that you're just going to a more casual arcadey game, which is the worry we've all had since Team 17 have taken over. And I've had to pause it here because the graphics are pretty comical. It genuinely looks like a PS2 game at times throughout this trailer, especially with the foliage not rendering in. And I've fast forwarded to a bit where I've never seen Hell Let Loose look this bad. I mean, it is actually kind of funny how it looks pretty much like Medal of Honor Frontline. And if you look at the guy that's second from left, you can see the muzzle flash comes out the middle of his gun. So yeah, it's the lack of care that's just astonishing throughout this trailer. And even here, a bit of a nitpick, but I'm pretty sure he takes that M1 Garand, which is about double the size of his leg bag, out of that leg bag. And here we've got the star of the show. We've got to bring this back. Someone please tell me, who is this guy? He looks like some kind of sexual deviant he's really enjoying sending his boys in. That's followed by this pretty odd first person view of this guy clearing the trenches with his head separated from his body. And then we've got this wonderful animation. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what the Germans have been doing, whether they've been practicing their chi or something, because there's no blood splatter, there's no bullet impact, and this guy really goes for it. He looks like a kind of bad extra in an old 70s movie who's desperate to be noticed. Way over the top animation that I really hope doesn't end up in the game. And then this is all fine. Guy chucks over a grenade, waits for it to explode, but we have a beautiful moment here where this guy starts his sprint animation in a T-pose. That's just wonderful, wonderful work. That's what I like to see, charging a well fortified position front on. That is genuinely my kind of tactics in Hell Let Loose, so I love to see that. I'm not going to nitpick the bullet impacts of that gun emplacement, although I'd be surprised if it actually did that. We also have a lovely another section where the M1 Garand clip is stuck to the outside of the gun. And then it ends with a slightly odd mano a mano section. But what's the big takeaway of this trailer? I've got to be honest, it has slightly trained me, so I'm not sure I'm up for going into a deep dive into the state and future of Hell Let Loose at this point. There's a lot more research I need to do. I mean, I just saw today that they've recruited another studio to help co-develop Hell Let Loose. I need to have a proper look into that and just get all my research done well before I really commit to it. But what I can say, I guess I can give some general broad strokes of my initial thoughts before finishing this video. It's always a concern when a game you like gets bought out. And with Team 17 investing 40 odd million into this game, we all know they're going to want to make a profit on that. And it's clear from what we've seen so far and what we've heard from them that they're desperate to increase the player base. And now, of course, I don't have a problem with that. That's completely fine. It all depends on how they go about it. And as a Battlefield fan, I've definitely seen the wrong approach implemented, which pretty much killed Battlefield. So I am very, very worried about the future of Hell Let Loose. With that being said, for Team 17's first big update, Update 14, what was actually most concerning for me was not the movement speed change, which was clearly designed to bring in more players. I actually kind of like the increased speed. I'll go into that into more detail on another video, but what was really concerning was how they let it release in an absolutely shocking state. There are so many issues that we spotted straight away. They must have play tested it and known all about these issues and yet released it anyway. And it seems like they've done a similar thing here for this trailer. Everyone can see it's terrible, and yet they've released it anyway. So when they keep talking about new things they're adding without addressing the fact that what they've added so far is broken, it pisses me off, frankly. And what they absolutely need to do, in my opinion, is apologize for that embarrassing trailer, delay the next update, and actually prove they're listening to the community in some way. I got my ideas for how they could do that, but like I said, probably don't want to go into it in this video. There's loads more I want to talk about. It just needs to go in a separate video. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, make sure you leave a like and also think about subscribing. Cheers, guys.